So you're 27 and you've won a 212. In that 2 years, do you think it was a struggle to kind of kind of keep the weight down?
Not too much. And actually, we didn't really like force myself to stay light. I do very, very well with high amounts of food. So like this off season, I was all the way up to 245 pounds or so.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got a little. This was my biggest off season that I had, and I was getting a little nervous about making the weight because trying to drop 30 pounds or a little bit more than 30 pounds seemed a little bit daunting. But no, I mean, we knew that I had room to grow. We knew that I had improvements to be made, so we didn't really ever try to force myself to stay down near the weight. We just let my body grow and do what it needed to do, and yeah, it wasn't too bad.
So is your best physique literally under 212? Because sometimes like you get guys who say, well, like I look my best at 215, but I've got to make weight. Is that your best weight that you actually look your very, very best at?
Right now, no, probably not. It's probably a little bit over 212. And that's where we will end up segueing into the open, but it's just going to take me time to grow. I grow a little bit more slowly. And again, when you have a very symmetrical physique and good flow and like my waist is, about 30 and a half inches, 31 inches.
Yeah.
So I want to keep those dimensions. And my quads are almost 30 inches. So I want to keep my waist small, especially as I grow. So and obviously bodybuilding is about longevity. So, I'm not trying to force myself into the open. I definitely think we can stay in the 212 and shake things up for a couple of years.
I think really you should be looking to head over to the open by the time you're 30. Is that what you're kind of thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking within the next 2 to 3 years, probably.
Yeah, like you said, you've got a very intelligent approach, and you said you grow nice and steady, and I think that's why you've probably got such a nice symmetrical physique and such a small waist, because you're not rushing it and you're doing everything right.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, and to be honest, that's been my tactic for a long time. Is really, I love to train. And that's where I get a lot of my enjoyment, is just being in the gym and training and pushing myself. And so I always try to think too, if I rush it, I may burn out. I may not enjoy the sport as much. I may not enjoy the process as much. So for me, it's about, this is my lifestyle and this is what I enjoy. And I don't want to push anything too fast where then I'm like, well, I want to be done.